Yo, what's the word, gang?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Trying to process all this, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely just unexpected, man. And you've already had people on that said exactly what it is. Like, you never expect to hear something like that anyway. And then, Pat Stay, it's like, yeah, no, it just didn't sound believable. Like,
At all, bro.
it's so. Well, before Diz actually told us what happened, like just to hear that somebody took Pat State like this, like, yeah, no, something like it got to be a,
Yeah,
misidentification or something. But then, to find out that he was breaking up a fight, that's so Pat State. Pat was just,
yeah,
yo, keep the peace. Like, Pat would be the type to see some shit going on and make a joke out of it where, like, now you can't be mad no more. Like,
yeah.
let's everybody go get
Everybody,
like,
let's go get a drink, man, and laugh, man.
yeah,
This shit ain't that
facts,
serious.
facts, man.
Yeah, man. That's
Um, Pat was a good dude, man. I met Pat Stay. The first time I met Pat Stay was actually when he battled Danny Myers at Drum on RBE.
mm,
And it's like being a fan of Pat Stay. We'd all seen him, plenty of times. But he's one of those people like Surf, like Twerk, like Easy, like where you could see him on YouTube and it's like, oh yeah, he dope. But then when you get there, you like, their presence and the energy that they bring to just the room. Like Pat was one of those people like that shit was surreal. And we got to chop it up after the Danny Myers battle, and that was dope because the clip that's going around now, where it's like he didn't really rap about Danny Kids and the 12,000, and then in the second round, at the very end of the round, he brings it up,
yeah.
with the opponents backing out trying to teach you something like that. Shit was crazy,
Nah,
but it's like,
that was a crazy spin on it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Pat always had one of those rounds. Like in our battle, you asked. I don't think you watched it. When you get a chance to watch it, his third round. He lit me up.
yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. Then I saw him. It was funny. Gnome Nine. He was about to battle Suge. Like when he battled Danny, me and Rita was just fans in the crowd. But by the time Gnome Nine came around, we was on Champion and shit like that. So it was like more of a he knew who I was. But the funny thing was, like, I walked up, go to introduce myself, and he was like, "Did I meet you before?" And it's like, I didn't think you would even remember that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Drum had 200 people, 300 people maybe. Um, and it was just literally like, hey, can I get a picture? Dope battle type shit. And shout out to Suge because Suge saw me chop it up with him, and we took a picture. And so it was after the fact. Suge was trying to get to the store. I can tell the story now. He was trying to get to the store because he needed to get the poster board. He didn't have a
Oh,
poster
okay,
board.
okay.
So I'm like, yo, where you need to go? He was like, I need to go to the store, man. But I don't know, man. I just saw you, man. I don't know if I can fuck with you like that, man. I ain't telling you what I got going on. It's like, damn, bro. Like, it's not that major, man. But shout out to Pat, man. It's a sad situation, man. And
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell a story that I don't know if Twerk want me to tell, but I don't care. He can't beat me in a fight. So how about that? Uh, when the Drake card happened and Pat gave all those compliments to Twerk or whatever at the press conference. Um, Afterwards, so remember he battled Rock. Twerk was on his shit
Yeah,
with the Rock battle.
yeah.
So I'm talking to Beasley about what's next, right? So me being me, I'm like, what you think about Pat Stay? I told her so. Beasley was like, well, I'm not sure, with the whole Canada thing, it's still COVID shit. He was like, but let me know what Twerk says. I called Twerk, and I'm like, bro, I got one for you. He's like, what's that? Like, what you think about Pat Stay? And Twerk, he only, all y'all battle rappers, all y'all do is FaceTime. I said, what you think about Pat Stay? Nigga looked at the camera and was like, he literally said nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Like, I feel like I could be anybody, but who else, man? Pat Stay, cuz, like, Pat Stay is a problem. That boy is a problem. And I'm like, yeah, but you gotta push yourself. Rock is a problem too, bro. Nigga
Nah,
Twerk.
but you know what it is, like, and everybody could contest to this. That's a different type of problem.
Yeah, bro. Listen, that's
That's a
what he said.
different type of problem, bro.
That's the only time in any time. Like there have been names that I told him, and he's just like, I don't want to battle that nigga. Like I don't fuck with that, whatever, whatever. Like I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Pat, it wasn't that he didn't want to battle Pasté. I think that's the first time that he went. Like when I brought it to him, in his mind, he was like, I don't know how I could win that. Like I think that's what it was. I can't speak for him, but that's what I think it was, man. But it's just like it just goes to show the level of respect that the entire culture has for Pasté.
yeah,
Goods being somebody that, you know, prior to the easy battle, we all said Goods doesn't lose clear. Neither
yeah,
does Pasté really. And it's like the aura, everything that you do in battle rap, you know, set up punchline, gun bar, whatever, whatever, even angles, bro. People call Pasté all types of crackheads, cokeheads, and the shit just didn't matter. It's like, bro, you could go up there, it didn't matter what you said to Pasté. It was like
yeah.
you just had to be better than him that day. And that's always hard to do, man.
Nah, and the reason why, because a lot of people were saying, somebody in here just said Pat Stay can make any gangster type battler look small,
Facts.
and the reason why that's the case is because a part of you still believes he's with the shits. So
Facts.
it's not like you got this short little scrawny dude
Right.
talking shit to you. You got this nigga that's 6'6", two ninety
Right. Right.
five, look like he's in shape, telling you joking
Right.
and not taking you serious. So it's like if he decided to
Right.
take you serious, you might not win on that side either. That's what made him
Bro,
dangerous.
we all remember SM8 with the J
Yeah,
Rock
yeah,
shit. He got right and shit. What you gonna do? Then he went
yeah,
to the crowd. What's he gonna do? Almost fight, and then that bro, Pat was that dude, man. Pat was that dude. I've seen what a lot of people are saying as far as people that are telling people how to grieve, how to mourn, what to
you
say.
can't do that, bro.
This is my advice to any and everybody, and I'm talking about Joe fan with one follower on Twitter. If you was a fan of Past Day, tweet your shit, tweet how you felt, like you know what I mean. And my whole thing is just about positive experiences. I like as Suge said, as Saga said, as you said, we all know it, bro. None of us ever know when tomorrow ain't coming. You know what I mean? Me
Yeah,
and you, we're saying we gonna see each other this weekend.
yeah,
That's what we want. But we all know Jay-Z said it. Many people have said it. You want to make God laugh, tell God your plans.
yeah,
Like we don't know what that clock say. So, you just gotta surround yourself with positivity and in times like this, everybody that knows me personally knows like I don't deal well with grief at all, man. Shout out to Drugs and Kid Slade and Don Marino. Like I was in Florida at Don Marino's event when my brother passed. And so they got to see firsthand, like, bro, like I don't deal well with it. I never have. It just, I don't
yeah,
know, it's just something I never learned. And one thing that has helped me throughout my years is simply just trying to think about fun and positive things. Things that's, you might tear up, but it's like joyous tears. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just remembering good times, remembering good things, and shit like that, man. The last Penn State story I got is I call it the Sesame Street battle. When URL did the volume.
You talking about with Sean?
Yeah, yeah, facts. And shout out to Uncle Rod. This, COVID was super heavy at that point in time, and then it wasn't just the venue. You there?
Nah, I wasn't there.
Oh shit! So
Yeah, I
the
wasn't
way
there.
that Joe was like, bro, it was on an actual movie set, and it wasn't just the regular caffeine security. It was like the movie set security, and you had to go through them. And long story short, Uncle Rod couldn't get in. P
Yeah,
caught pink eye. So P asked me like if I could drive the car to, pick up that shit was far as shit from where that shit was literally like 40 minutes from where everybody was staying. So he was like, they had this big ass luxury SUV. He was like, yo, if you could take the car, get the rappers to take them over there. Oh, word. Oh, it's lit. And I can actually get in. Let's go. Um, so I get there, Uncle Rod, like, yo, they not letting me. You know how Uncle Rod get, man. These motherfuckers ain't letting me in, man. I'm
yeah,
15 minutes of fame,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, respect to Uncle Rod, but this was Netflix and Hulu. Like, they
yeah,
don't give a shit about 15 minutes of fame. But anyway, so he like, yo, if you could just get me some interviews in there, like, bro, I really need you because niggas wasn't leaving the set. It was too far, like,
yeah,
to the entrance. So I go to do the like the Pat Stay and K Shine battle happens. Of course, I was rooting for K Shine. Um, we all know how the battle went. So after the battle, I'm like, Pat Stay, can I do the interview? That we all know. Everybody nowadays uses their phones to do the interviews. I had the 11 Pro. You know what I mean? I had the Pro. I pull up with my phone out. I'm like, yo, the Pat Stay, this and that, this and that. He cuts me up. Yo, yo. Let's not act like this is a real interview, man. He starts just roasting me for no reason, man. Like, bro, the nigga said, bro, Pat Stay said, my phone looked like I shoot porn for T-Mobile. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm just trying to do the interview. And it's like, that was the first time I was really like in the interview bag. Like, you know what I mean? It
Yeah,
always just been champion. So it's like it's already awkward when you're a fan of somebody, like to try to think of those interview questions. And I didn't want to let Uncle Rod down, but it's like, bro, Pat just made this shit so fun and entertaining, and just, he was just such a good person, man. He made all the jokes. Then he did the interview, and then after we did the interview, he was like, "Yo," he was like, "Let me know if you need me to do it again." No, my man, I'm not. I'm not going through that
I'm
again,
not
bro.
sitting there for this again. Nah, yo,
Yeah, bro.
what what
Pat
was
was roasting me. Yeah, like,
what was crazy? I'll just say this before we get off another good moment. So when I was battling them, like this is usually my technique. When I know somebody's funnier than me, I try to use reverse psychology because I know, like, you know what I mean, if they go with their plan and I go with mine. And I mean, I did it with Tech Nine and it worked
right,
luckily for me both times. So when I battled Pat, my whole thing was, yo, you can't rap with me, you can't punch with me, you don't got bars. And I thought I had him because the first two
yeah,
rounds he really was, I mean, just rapping. He wasn't really snapping or telling jokes or really angling. So I'm like, I got him. And then that third round came and that
yeah,
nigga started doing all that shit and lit me up. And everybody was like, yeah. You know what I mean? The first, DNA got the first, the second go anyway. But who cares, man? Pat State's third round is the round of the battle. And I seen the
yeah,
nigga after the battle, and I'm like, yo, I thought I had you. And
yeah.
he's like, you did. But he said at the last minute, he's like, nah, man, I gotta. I mean, I just
Right, you
thought of
got to
the
be
angle at
you.
the last minute. Yeah, I gotta be me and put that there. Yeah, if he would have had three of them third rounds, it'd have been good night. It'd have been good
Yeah.
night. I got
So,
I
so it
got
was
out
a
of
good
there.
night for the third.
Yeah, it was good night for the third. It was good night for the
Okay.
third because,
So we
but
just we gonna call it 1-1, man. That's all.
nah, give the battle to Pat. I mean, I
I'm
ain't
about to,
tripping.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch the
I ain't
second round only.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. But nah.
Yeah.
But one thing I loved about Pat Stato is even when he was going into the battle with Suge at Nome, I remember sitting outside with him, um, in front of the venue at that time, and right after the face-offs, and I was telling him because I forgot what battles he was having around the time, and I'm like, yo, Pat, you gotta. I'm like, when you in that bag of like going from joking to then getting serious and you're doing it like a roller coaster, like on some bipolar shit. I'm like, yo, you're the most dangerous. And he's like, you think so? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, that's what makes you you. And he really like, you know what I mean? Cause you know how this shit go in war. It don't matter how who's telling who what. Once you reach a certain amount of popularity in this shit, you feel like nobody
Right.
can tell you nothing. So
Right. Can't tell them nothing.
yeah,
Facts.
so for the fact that he was actually genuinely listening to me and taking in what I was saying, I'm like, yo, I told Rain, I'm like, yo, I fuck with him because that's how I am. Like, you could come up to
Yeah.
me and tell me like, oh, I think you should do this or that, or DM me and do
Right.
that. And Pat was one of them guys that was always like, you know what I mean, willing to hear what's the criticism or what's the adjustments that need to be made. So, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off air. You know what I mean. Now, I'm glad you, Saga, Shug pulled up. Um, Once again, man, if you can donate to the GoFundMe, donate to it, whatever it could be. It doesn't matter. Anything can support. Even if you can't donate to it, I understand that too. Just share it out and promote it. You know what I mean? The hip hop community lost a legend. Rest in peace, Pat Stay again. Sucker free
Hey, one more
boss.
one more thing, man. I see what a lot of you guys, too many to name at this point. You, Suge, Danny, Rum. I haven't talked to Twerk about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw him out, volunteer him as well. Like if URL puts together that card where niggas rap and it's just the proceeds 100% to Pat Stay, or his family, I should say. Y'all could go ahead and put Twerk down on that too, man. Like,
Got
um,
you, got you. That's love.
yeah,
That's
for
love.
sure.
Yeah, the GoFundMe is on my Instagram story. It's still up there. Y'all could go there or y'all could Google it or as soon as you go on Twitter, any all of us got it up
Yeah,
there. I'm sure
if you
everybody
Google it,
Twitter.
if you Google Pat Stay GoFundMe, it's the first one that
It's the
pops
first
up.
one that pops up. I think it's the only one. You know what I mean? Nobody's trying to be funny in this situation and do no weirdo shit. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the only
Yeah,
one that's up there. But like I said, man, the sucker free boss. You know what I mean? Yeah, we all know his slogan. You mad right now? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So yeah, man, let's just celebrate him. Continue to show love. We definitely know it's gonna be a tribute at Summer Madness.
for sure.
We got something coming up this weekend. We gonna do something there.
Yeah,
Um,
they ain't said nothing, man.
yeah,
I'm gonna call you after this.
yeah. Call me,
I'm gonna
call me,
be
call me.
there.
But it's going down. But
Oh, I know.
yeah, like I said, man, once again, we're gonna keep celebrating past Day's life, and we're gonna celebrate the good moments about him, and
For
keep his
sure,
name alive, as you know what I mean, forever. You know what I mean.
for
So
sure, man.
shout out to
Look
him.
at you go.
Look at you go. Shout out to Eminem for tweeting that out
Facts.
too. That was real, man.
Andy Milonakis. I've seen a lot of celebrities,
Yeah,
people that I didn't even
Sanaa
know doing this.
Lathan, Samoa
Yeah,
Joe, a lot of
mhm,
people. You know what I mean. Tony Yayo,
yeah,
Banks, Royce the 5'9". You know what I mean. Joe Buttons tweeted about it too. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
He's definitely a legend in a lot of people's eyes. And Wale, yeah. I mean, he was a great guy, man. Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Pat Stay. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time I get on the live. Good looking for pulling up, man. Well,
no problem.
all right.